Yo, it's Island Action a Maverick. Uh, how the hell do I freaking even? Meliodas' reincarnation. Naruto. What if? I had to research up on Meliodas. Nothing I knew about him really before is the whole wrath thing and full counter. Now I know a little bit more. Yeah. But I don't really feel comfortable going into the world of something I barely even know anything about, even after researching it. And plus, Naruto's a little bit more in my comfort zone. So how exactly would I do this? I guess you could say that the fox really didn't indeed have somewhat of a demon side to it. Or more or less that basically this is something that Minato and Kushina were not aware of. But whenever Naruto is at the age of, let's say, I want to say 8, and then they finally, like last year, is like 12. So whenever Naruto, and basically, he's gonna be 11, so 1 year before the last year of the academy. Naruto's occasional whole thing with villagers, but it's different this time because it's one of those special ones where he gets attacked even on his birthday, which is October 10th, for those of you that did not know. And Naruto, just being reminded that even on his birthday he is not safe. He would indeed, after getting the crap kicked out of him, go back to his home where he would realize that it was a certain something, a certain, well, he felt power, dragon, flowing through him as he would, well, look outside from the window of his apartment. Yes, he would see a building that he had not seen before. It's because he had never got the sensation of a dragon. Maybe this sensation is allowing him to see things that he wasn't able to see before. Considering that the demon was sealed inside of him by Minato Namikaze, the Namikaze compound would come into full view. Naruto would actually be so excited that he would throw all caution to the wind and only get the essentials before running out to check the place out. However, right whenever he was about to enter, he would see the giant gate, And basically it'll be like, well, he's not a seal master, so, well, this looks like it's the end of the road. That is until it almost seems like he gets something on his mind, like a word stuck in his mind. Or two words stuck together as one. And automatically he says it. Hellblaze. And several projectiles of black fire would emit from everywhere, each and everywhere in Naruto's body where he had been damaged previously before. Each area in which he had been damaged, there would emit black flames that would heal him and would enter the seals, automatically unlocking them. Basically, this power, which, seeing as Naruto, whenever he said it, that's whenever it happened, he now dubbed it Hellblaze. However, basically, Naruto, this would not be the last of his trials, as several shurikens and kunais, and even Senbon, would come flying at him from all angles. Naruto definitely, thinking that this must be an extra precaution, considering last time he checked, he remembered the fourth Hokage's clan name to be Namikaze, and this seemed to be the Namikaze compound. So this just must be extra security measures that haven't been, activated in a while. Finally springing to life. And it's almost as if Naruto's vision had slowed and automatically sped back up as he would emit the phrase, "Full counter!" And then, almost 2 or 3 times more, "Full counter! Full counter! Full counter!" I just like how in that one video, people take anime too far part 2, whenever that one guy, I think his name was Desmond, he was like, "Full counter! Full counter! Full counter!" He's like, epic as shit because he repeated it. It's kind of like that one guy, whenever he like knocked him out, he was like, "Oh, you hit him so hard that people hit 2 different times." Basically, Naruto would basically full counter the shit out of all of the different traps. Even if he would spring one, he would full counter out of the way. Even if it was an instant explosion, he'd be able to full counter out of the way. And Naruto wouldn't even understand how that was physically possible to literally full counter, like what he was now dubbing full counter, because every time that he would use the ability, he would just exclaim full counter. And that's how he'd be able to use it. Like, it's automatically, it's like, the ability activates on its own every time he, literally, it's like one and then the other, point A and point B. Naruto saying full counter and full counter happening from Naruto. Basically him doing it. But he has to say full counter. So it's like you can't have one without the other. It's the same with Hellblaze. Naruto said it, and it happened. These abilities are just coming naturally to him. And, well, Hellblaze helped him open the gates. And, well, full counter is helping him keep himself alive from all these different freaking traps. Even one time whenever he slips up and like messes up real bad and ends up actually getting himself like landed like basically at the speed and at like the basically height that Naruto was sent by one of these traps. It was a big round of explosions, like several explosions going off at once. It sent him so high up, it literally was like eclipsing terminal velocity, and then he just went straight back down. And all the way onto the hard ground. Yes, that's right. I said eclipsing terminal velocity, so going even further beyond terminal velocity. He was sent up that high. And Naruto just woke up from it. He didn't even wake up from it because he wasn't even knocked out of sleep. He was pretty much, it's like, it happened, and, well, it just really doesn't seem to notice that it happened. It's just like, oh, well, that was a slip up, I guess. Gotta keep on going. Basically, yeah. They don't call Meliodas the Dragon Sin of Wrath for nothing. I picture the 7 deadly sins being tough motherfuckers to kill. And so, yeah. Plus, Naruto himself is already, durable AF. Even without the whole 7 deadly sins buff. So, yeah. There's that. And, Naruto finally just powering through all of it. And finally getting to the compound, like the innermost part of the compound, where the actual house of the 4th Hokage is. However, there is one thing that just destroys Naruto's world. Whenever he walks in, like, it's really dark, but that's the problem. Whenever he finally finds the light switch and then turns around to, like, look in front of him, he sees a picture on the wall. It's of Minato, Kushina, and a little baby boy who, good God, if Naruto didn't know any better, maybe he could have possibly escaped the heartbreak. All of these things seem to be a puzzle, putting itself together in Naruto's mind that, holy shit, he is the son of the 4th. He is literally the son of the 4th Hokage. The 9 or whatever the frick they say. Naruto's just falling apart at this revelation. That he is the literal son of the 4th Hokage. But yeah, because this, whatever the hell is this thing is inside of him, everyone treats him like shit. It must be some sort of protection. Yeah, he has heard from hearsay that the 4th did have some enemies. So maybe the 4th must have been trying to do something to protect him, because he couldn't protect himself as young as he was. Not saying anything so that he wouldn't be hurt. No one will try to go after him. Well, he still got hurt anyways. I mean, no one's directly after him, but he still got hurt anyways. So as far as Naruto is concerned, Minato Namikaze did a pretty shitty job, basically doing the equivalent of half-assing, your job as a parent. You're not wanting your child to get hurt and not wanting people to know, because certain people are your enemies. You have a lot of enemies, actually. But you only are able to accomplish half of that. So in Naruto's mind, basically, pretty much half-assed his own, what he wanted for his son. Of course, none of his enemies, at least he doesn't think any of them know about him. But on the other side, he was still hurt a lot. Especially more because the random villagers, they don't know that he's the son of the fourth. So they wouldn't know to just back the frick off. If only he could tell him how hard it is to make friends whenever Naruto would be so frustrated and want to take it out on someone, and he would recognize someone going across the trees, not too far away from the compound, but not too close. In fact, they were taking a route that lead outside the village. Into an old, abandoned shack. And it'd be good if they wanted to lay low for a while. Almost like they had done something bad. Or had stolen something that belonged to the village and was sacred to it. However, they didn't seem to notice how he just seemed to have completely chessed the hell out of the Namikaze compound security. They just seem to be more or less focused on getting the hell out of Dodge themselves. And from the looks of it, the more and more he thought about it, the closer and closer he got a look. And eventually, it was clear as crystal. That's Mizuki-sensei. Why the hell? And how the hell? Wait, is that a scroll of sealing? Naruto. There's rage. Naruto. All of these people of the village saying all these things about him. Attacking him. Whenever Mizuki was right underneath their noses, stealing something very sacred with jutsus all the way back to the first and second Hokage. Sacred, forbidden techniques that, should they get into the wrong hands, could spell the end of Konohagakure. The end of the Hidden Leaf Village. Hell, maybe even the land of Fire's End completely. All matter on who exactly this person was working for. Who exactly the one who he had called Mizuki-sensei for so long was really working for. This sent Naruto into a bit of a rage. No, not just a bit. Well, it was a large amount. That's whenever he felt something. A bladed item. something Naruto had kept with him because, well, third Hokage seems to have, hinted at it being important to his family. Well, whatever family he did have before the Nine Tails attack. The third had informed him about a boy who had helped the fourth and him fight off the Nine-Tailed Beast. But in doing this, he entered a form of his own, and their energies became so powerful that they fused with each other. The boy's name? Meliodas. He was also known in other areas. He was known as the Dragon Sin of Wrath. Naruto, knowing that if all these certain things are true, then that means, could it be possible that the other things are true? That all of it is true? If it is, then that means Meliodas has always been with him. Kid, you have no idea. Oh, what? Naruto would be freaking out. Oh, come on, chill. I didn't mean to spook you there, but good God. Well, then again, I guess even on your birthday, whenever you get beat up with the villagers, even on your birthday, it would cause you to be a lot higher alert. So I guess it is kind of my fault that you just spooked out there. Just didn't want you to break a certain something. I'm sure you were thinking about it as well. Which is why it would have been a really bad idea before you even got to use it if you broke it. The secret treasure of mine and now yours. Lost Vein. What? Meliodas, that's you inside of me? Uh-huh. And don't worry. Don't worry. The 7 Deadly Sins captain is not lost to this world. Yet, I have indeed seemed to have fused roles with Nine-Tailed Friend. Don't worry, we are both lending you our power. I have informed the Nine-Tailed Fox of the situation, and how everything is going on, and, well, now both of us are willing to give you our power. Seeing as how much hell you've gone through, and what's truly at stake to come in the future. Then why? Why for so long have I... Why? Why did you never contact me before? Because it wasn't the right time. I told your father before I left to fuse with Foxy Loxy over here that I would only freely contact you whenever the time was right. We've made our own little first contact only because I felt that this time was the right time. Lost Vein, you must make sure that you keep it well, and that you kick some serious ass with it. Especially that Mizuki guy. Remember, Scroll of Sealing. He has it. Kick his ass. And make him wish he was never born. Or maybe that's just the fact that I'm the Sin of Wrath. The dragon, son of wrath. Whoever said it was a wise idea to put a fox up against a dragon? They're silly. They're all silly. I'm not only a dragon, but I'm the captain of the 7 deadly sins. Full Counter and Hellblaze are both abilities of mine. But now, your weapon, Lost Rain. I'm sure you'll use it well. And considering the fact that I was able to get Foxy Loxy over here to agree with me on some certain things, maybe you'll even do better with Chakra. Especially that of the Demon Clan. The power of the Demon Clan mixed with the chakra of the Nine-Tailed Fox, and even the Uzumaki clan themselves. I can't wait to see what happens. So go surprise me, kid. I want to see what you can do. And Naruto indeed would heed this advice from Meliodas. Meliodas is just, undead spirit inside of him. And basically, the powers of the, dragon's sin of wrath, Meliodas, basically would fuse with the powers of Kurama. That's basically also something that Meliodas would say. Too bad your parents didn't get to tell you this, but I'm telling you this now. Foxy Loxy over here does indeed have a name. I'm letting you learn it now, just because, I know that not everything's going to be easy, but I just feel like an asshole if I kept it from you any longer. The Nine-Tailed Fox, known as Kurama. Kurama. Hello, Kurama. Hello, Naruto Uzumaki. Now, don't be like that, Foxy Loxy. Just try to have some fun. I bet you hate him too, don't you, Foxy Loxy? That Mizuki guy, you know what I mean? Well, you're not exactly wrong, Meliodas. Now picture that. The captain of the 7 deadly sins. The exact same opinion as I do about a certain traitorous snake of a Leaf Village. Just enough to steal the scroll of sealing. Go get him, Naruto. Show him the power of a Jinchuriki and captain of a 7 deadly sins. And Naruto would be like, hell yeah. Hey, Mizuki! Look out from above! Boom. We'll just land a good old left hook. Straight into Mizuki's jaw, sending him flying into a tree. It would actually cause it to collapse, and Mizuki to spurt some blood. Like from both his mouth, and like his nose would even start to bleed. And his eyes, like, semi-roll back into their head. And Mizuki would just be like, how the hell do you even, and how the hell did you even, what, but, what? You're just a kid. There's no way in hell. Wrong. Mizuki, I'm not just a kid. I'm the reincarnation of the captain of the seven deadly sins. Meliodas. The dragon's sin of wrath. Now, feel the true power of a Jinchuriki and the captain of the seven deadly sins fused together. A sacred treasure, lost vein. Now, it's your move. Oh, he actually has the lost sacred treasure. Lost vein? No, that's impossible. You lie. Actually, I don't think I do. I see it right here. Die! Oh, big ass shurikens what you're gonna throw at me. Well, now let me just show you. Full counter! And now, how'd you get behind me? Hellblaze! Well, gotta get the scroll before it burns too. Quick save, Naruto, buddy. Thanks, Meliodas. I guess you couldn't even call that a quick save. Now, you better return this and whatever's left of Mizuki back to the hidden leaf. Naruto, is that you? I'm looking for you everywhere. What? It's a very long story, Eureka-sensei. Very, very, very long story. Oh, and, about the whole thing of every single last secret you guys have tried to keep from me, I know all of it now. What? Oh, and, I also know about the, fact that I'm a reincarnation of the captain of the seven deadly sins, Meliodas. What? The blade's right there. Lost vein. That means he can't be lying, but how can he be telling the truth? Never mind. Anyways, after we get all done with this and everything, how about a bowl of ramen? You said this and everything, which means you're probably going to try to take Lost Vein away from me. Considering I am Meliodas' reincarnation, and technically Lost Vein is his sacred treasure, technically Lost Vein belongs to me now. Meliodas doesn't exactly seem to, say anything different, so my guess is, he doesn't really care all that much. Oh, and also, I know the name of my tail beast. And something about the different chakra feels weird. And it's not just because of the fact that I'm a reincarnation of Meliodas. Oh yes, Naruto, I forgot to tell you about that. Fuzzy Wuzzy over here, now that you know his name, you're technically perfect Jinchuriki material. Perfect what? Jinchuriki, people that have tail beasts inside of them. Basically, as soon as you learn your Jinchuriki's name, you basically get a bond with it and become perfect Jinchuriki. Oh, that's amazing. Well, at least it sounds amazing. Yeah, but I wouldn't want you to throw all of your power, at least the power that you would have right now, all at once. Because with your not so tallish and not so biggish body, throwing out all that power, there could be some very heavy negative repercussions. Oh, well, thanks, Meliodas. I wouldn't have known otherwise. Apparently, seeing as I know Kurama's name, I'm also a perfect Jinchuriki material. And Naruto would just be like, what? Perfect Jinchuriki? Oh my. Like, you would go all George Takei. You'd be like, oh my. And, the third Hokage would just be like, looking upon everything with his, like, his little crystal ball. So basically, after all the ramen, Iruka would actually take Naruto over to basically Hokage Mansion, where shit would be discussed, and Iruka would actually be surprised to be informed that Naruto is not, talking out of his ass. That is actually real shit, and that, well, how he knows this is because Minato and Kushina both mentioned something about the whole Meliodas thing, and even the fact that he knows about Meliodas because Meliodas helped them fight off the Nine Tails. But it ended up, fusing with the Nine Tails. Like, combining the power of the Captain of the Seven Deadly Sins, the literal Dragon Sin of Wrath, with the power of the pretty much strongest Jinchuriki, the Nine-Tailed Fox Kurama. So, yeah. There's that. Oh my god. Like, one thing Naruto would mention is be like, now that I know, can everyone else know? Well, except for the villages that would be after me. Like, keep this like a village secret or something. Like only the people of the village to know. Like, or do we have to do some sort of crazy whatever in order to actually get it to happen? And, here's then we'll remember about how Meliodas was in his last moments. And he would be like, well, Meliodas would probably damn me if I didn't. And if he was here. I can picture it right now. He constantly yelling at me, calling me a crazy old man. Very well. You can keep Lustvein. And if you wish, well, things would need to be finalized, and whatever you wanted to move in, you would have to have time to move it in, and plus we would need to get everything, refurnished, if you know what I mean. Cough, cough, dust everywhere. Cough, cough, literally surprised the thing is still standing. Oh, I seem to have developed a cough. Lord Third, you're not fooling anyone. Yeah, Gramps, really, you're not fooling anyone. Hey, kid, you call him Gramps? I must not have been awake for the first few couple of years of your life. Mm. So, guess one more year, and, well, I'll have officially become a ninja. That is, if I can get all my shit together. Meliodas did say something about getting, you know, who he calls Foxy Loxy to assist as well. To not make it as hard on me. Wait, Naruto, you don't want to just let the people know what you did here? And possibly get already bumped up to Genin? Well, then I wouldn't really be able to be with all of my friends, now would I? And plus, that seems rather unfair. And, well, mean to just be like that. No. Plus, I can't get to show my stuff in front of everyone if I would just graduate now. I want to test my mettle, what I'm truly made of in this last year. Well then, if that's okay with you, Lord Third, it shall be done. I just wanted to make sure that Naruto was okay with this. Lord knows that having literal captain of the 7 deadly sins, the dragon sent a wrath, Meliodas, inside of him, being his literal reincarnation. How much just absolute insanity. I think, Lord Third, I think Naruto already left after you gave it the okay. Oh, that boy is going to be the death of me. Like, you know, he wasn't just like rubbing his temples as he was saying that. Naruto, you may go. That is indeed why I think I'm gonna go leave off on this first part. I actually think I might like this more than I originally thought. But only because of all the weird flexible shit I can do with a story like this that I've somehow managed to pull out of my ass. Yeah, so basically, Alan's gonna Dawson's because of Action Memory, so you out of here. Your boys like, favorite, subscribe, and click that little bell. Bounce like a squidge and sled shoes. You eating all the eat. And Mr. Freaking Rection.